Well, hello and welcome to Spency Sees It. It's a Saturday evening here at the plaza. My watch, I guess. Anyways, I woke, I went to my meeting, and I was pleasantly surprised. A whole bunch of people that normally don't attend it showed up, and there weren't any recovery vans. I really have an issue with all these for-profit vans dumping addicts into alcohol recovery groups. And that's because I am one. You know, I can fully relate to it, but if you just have a drinking problem, it really... people can't relate to it. You know, it's always about one alcoholic working with another. One meth addict working with another meth addict. You know, someone that's not had meth addiction, thank God if you haven't. It's not a cure for alcoholism. It works, but it's not a cure. I don't know. Anyways, topic was humility, and which really hits home because I'm powerless over my thoughts. I'm powerless over the drink, over drugs, long before I ever pick up. And once I've made the conscious choice to pick up, you never know what you're going to get with me. It could be Jekyll, it could be Hyde. And that scares Spence. And when Spence scares Spence, that's a problem. And actually, it's a disease. You know, I don't know when I lost the power, but I can't control, nor do I want to. When I'm drinking and drugging, I don't want to control anything. I want to escape. That's really the whole premise. Why am I so uncomfortable with myself that I need to medicate, that I need to drink, to depress, to suppress? Because we really don't want to face what's going on within us. I'm just trying to get through one day at a time, 24 hours a day. And today I don't drink like a fish. Today my primary thought is recovery, not the next drink or drug. That's such a gift, and why? And yet it's so easy for an alcoholic to forget that. Until after. And it's so rare for us to ever find our ways back in. If you ever find your way into a room of recovery, it's not by chance, it's by God's grace. And if that's by police, if that's by DUIs, that's grace too. In recovery, you know, the book says there are no coincidences. And that's such a big statement. That's such a powerful universal truth. And it blows my mind because there's, you know, so much homelessness. People are cooking out there in 115-degree heat. And for me, being an empath, I feel it, I sense it. I've been it. I've been the homeless person in the heat, trying to survive. Today I'm trying to learn how to live again. Because I really, last 14 years after my mom died, you know, there was just no connection here. Zero. I love the planet. I just see what's coming, what we've done to it. The effects today are of 200 years ago. What we're dumping in the atmosphere today, that ain't going to show up for another couple centuries. It's going to get warm, folks. And then it's probably going to get cool. I don't know. I'm from the Southwest. I believe in Hopi prophecy. I believe we have lost our way. God, we have lost our way. When greed and money is just, you know, that's everyone's higher power, and there's never enough. For most people, it's money, power, prestige. That's never enough for them. For me, it was drugs and alcohol. I didn't give a shit. As long as I had enough money to buy what I needed, I felt fulfilled. Or at least I could get through the day. I watch a lot of people come into recovery and they're off chasing paper. I couldn't. I wanted to too. I tried to. I was trying to get in on that financial mortgage gold rush. I watched my friends make millions and millions on that. But I was a convicted felon. I was a drug addict. So those opportunities were gone. Thank you, Scottsdale PD. That rookie cop who can't tell the difference between brown and hazel eyes. The Scottsdale prosecutor who prosecuted that bullshit. Yes, I have resentments. But, you know, I live with them. And I'm grateful for them. That's the hardest part. Is becoming aware that some of the most painful, most screwed up shit is a blessing. Because God knows I wasn't going to change. I was content on using and like all my friends until death. And I'm grateful for this life. I'm grateful to be able to vent. This is super therapeutic for me. Whether it helps anybody else out there, it really doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't. I've given up what people think about me because you don't know me and you've never walked in my shoes, and thank God for that. I wouldn't wish my experience on anyone. Not even my worst, not even Sergeant Clore. And God bless him. I do pray for him. I do hope he gets recovery someday. God, I would love for him to detox. To feel what 5 days of detox is like. And that's sort of in a dark shadow way, because I know what it's like. And when you haven't had a sober thought in decades, a sober breath even, I have freedom today. I'm crazy, I'm insane, I'm an alcoholic, I'm a recovering meth addict, but I got freedom and I have peace. Where I had none. And there was no peace when I came in. My mind was so spun out. I was so depleted. Spirit, mind, and body. I don't know. My spirit, my mind, and my body are more aligned than they've ever been. And recovery and sobriety is boring. My diet's very boring. My life is pretty boring. And it works for me. As it says, I turned my old life over to live a simple, honest life and to be of service to my other man. And I believe that's what I'm doing here in Old Town. Thousands and thousands of people have been saved from arrest, from being detained by security in these businesses and then arrested by police. In the last 2 years, at least a couple thousand arrests if you compare that with the previous years. And that's not out of anything I've done. In the first 2 years, I didn't even yell. I didn't say a word. I was afraid of the cops. And then I got so frustrated after I got ticketed that I started yelling and screaming to make attention and get other people to film me. But that's not who I am. And it really doesn't work because you're getting attention. Everybody's intoxicated. So other than that they post on your social media, but I was powerless. This is a long rant. You know, when you're an alcoholic and you know somebody else is drinking and they have a badge and they have a gun, that is powerlessness on a whole nother fucking level. Let me tell you. It really is. I've journaled. Oh my God, do I journal a lot. I document everything in writing and in video. Oh my God. Anyways, I called DPS one evening. It was after I got lasered. A few weeks after I got lasered. And what do I do if I have officers who's drinking on duty? And the dispatcher got quiet, and then she said, Arizona does not police. And the gravity of that just sank. It took a while for me to sink in. It only took a moment, but Arizona doesn't police its own. And I said, okay, thank you, and have a very good evening. Arizona doesn't police its own. It hasn't since the Wild Wild West. You have the star, you put the tin star on your chest. You could be a target, but you're also the final word of law. And in Mesa, police. That's more true than ever. God. Oh, I've seen a lot in the last 5 years of filming Old Town. I understand why cops drink. You see somebody's head hit the ground in the pool of blood, or you see the motorcyclist that just drank and just T-boned that car. It's horrendous. I film it. There's a reason I don't post it. Matter of fact, all these videos from here on out, these are all courtesy of Sergeant Clore. Because I had no intention of posting on YouTube. I just skating through Old Town, and then I saw security beating drunks down. 10 guys jumping on somebody. Security guards with their frickin' knee on someone's neck. You gotta be. And when I complain to police, it's all good. Whatever they do, it's good. I complained for years. Well, all that's coming out. Stay tuned. It's gonna take years. I have ADHD, it'll take years, but you're not gonna believe it. And everybody's gotten detained from all these businesses. You're gonna wanna tune in, because you are not gonna believe it. What happened to you while you were shit-faced drunk? You got jumped. Maybe got your face smashed in the rocks, maybe had fire come out, had to go to the emergency room, and then you got to a jail cell. All courtesy of customer service. Drunk security boys. Door boys. This is all real. It's not fake. God help me, I wish it was. Stay tuned for more. Thank you.